What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year's. Hopefully you'll see this on New Year's Day. If not, it'll be New Year's after New Year's Day. Yeah. But hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody had a good time. The sun's out today, so that's nice. It's still colder than hell. But out in the shop today, and I just was thinking to myself, I can't do this on my own anymore. Building cars, all this stuff, just real time consuming. Editing videos, real time consuming. Life, real time consuming. Just a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort. Finishing this thing up hopefully here soon. There's gonna be some more videos on this stuff. But we've got a couple projects that we haven't messed with, and I don't know what you guys want to see. I don't know if you guys want to see more racing, which we're going to be able to do this year. We're going to have a local track again. So I will have tons of race videos. If you're not into the race videos, that's kind of what I want to know. I want to know, oh yeah, we want more race videos, or oh yeah, we want more build videos, or I want to see a build video on this car, or whatever. I just need to know what you guys want to see. I'm doing the stuff that comes in the door that I need to do and finish for people, and that's the stuff I'm just videoing and putting out, but that might not be what you all want to see. So I need your opinion on what needs to happen. I'll actually show you a couple projects we got and kind of see what, get your opinion on these things. 1960 Bel Air. This thing's been sitting in the background for some time now. The car runs and drives, it just doesn't get driven. It sits. I've got a plan for this build. It's gonna have a LS motor. I've been contemplating on if I want to do a turbo kit or not. Would it be really cool just to do like a stock, 5.3 or 4.8 or something really simple. This thing doesn't need to make a bunch of power, but it would be really cool to have turbo noises coming out of this thing. The car's already lowered and stuff. It's got suspension on it, lowering kit, drop spindles and all that. Do we want to put air ride on? Is that something we should do? Going to need full interior. That's going to be something that I cannot do. I'm going to have to take that to someone and get that done. That's actually going to be very time consuming and very costly. Like I said, the power plant, this thing's currently got a straight 6 in it. That's coming out. That's not very dependable. So that's why we're going with an LS. I know we've got LSs and everything around here. But for the sake of being reliable and dependable, being able to get parts to fix it, on the fly, on the road, because this thing's going to travel. It's going to go on trips. So we're going to, do air conditioning, power steering, something you could hop in and drive every day if you wanted to. Is that a build you all want to watch? I'm not sure that was something I was actually going to video. That was just something I was going to do in the background on my free time when I have time to mess with it. Hopefully, which would have been after this project gets done. Also got this thing sitting out here. This is not mine. I don't believe I've even mentioned this on the channel yet, but this is a friend of mine's car. He just picked up he actually owned the car, sold it. The guy that he sold it to did a bunch of work to it, and then he decided he wanted it back, so he bought it back with a bunch of work done. So this thing obviously has a turbo K-series in it. It's got a KLM turbo manifold, 60, I think that's a 64, 66, I think is what he said. It's either 64 or 62, but I think it's a 64, 66. As you can tell, it is not very clean. He's gonna have me clean it up. We're gonna do some fuel system stuff. We're gonna do a bunch of finishing lines, brake lines, turbo feed lines, all kinds of stuff underneath the hood here. Probably going to collab with finishing lines on a bunch of that stuff. I believe he's wanting to go all-wheel drive with this car. If that's something you all want to see on the channel next, could be a really cool build. That's something that's got to happen anyways. But some of that stuff, like I've got to pull the transmission out of this car and fix the transmission. Is that something you want to see? I don't know. It's just a transmission swap. But, all the other stuff, doing fuel system stuff, is that something somebody needs to learn? I don't know. And then we've got the Durango project here, also known as the Crack Hawk, and I don't know if this is something you all want to see. I really want to see this project come together. I actually picked up some RT wheels for it, so I've got RT Durango wheels on it now, or at least on one side. These are the the normal Durango wheels. But this project kind of started off pretty good last year, or beginning of last year. Whenever we first picked it up, we cleaned it up, cleaned up the interior and stuff. And I've got some parts for this thing. But, you know, it's a pretty cool little ride. This could be, or at least what I wanted it to be, was a driver. But I wanted to be able to do some like drag and drive stuff, you know, get this thing up and running. We've got a little local drag and drive coming in April. It's like a little, I think it's 300-mile drive, 3-day deal. That could be a pretty cool thing. Is that something you all want to see or not? My plan for the Crackhawk was going to be, there's not a lot of tuning support for those things out there. Obviously some guys tune like HP tuners and stuff like that on them. I don't know anything about that stuff. What I do understand and mess with is the Holley stuff. So I think we're going to put a Holley Terminator X on that. And it's got some Pro Charger fuel system on it. It's not very good. I want to put a new pump in the tank, put some big injectors in it, and do like a real fuel system on this thing. You know, get it running and driving. Should make some decent power. Should be a really cool driver. But that's a project I want to get on pretty quick. But that might not be what you all want to see, and that's what I need to know. I need to know what you guys are interested in or what you want from me. The channel's growing. You know, I've been at this pretty steadily for the last, I think it's been better part, I think 2018 is when I started. October of 2018. So we'll be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So just over 5 years, you know. And in my opinion, I think the channel should be bigger. It's probably not, because I keep doing the stuff that I want to do and not what you all want to see. And that's where I need your all's opinion. I need your all's insight. What should we do? Should I just keep going at it the way it is? I didn't ever anticipate on the channel getting really big. Do I want it to get big? Absolutely. I think it would be amazing to do this full time and be able to do what I love and share it with everybody. But it's just not in the cards right now. You know, the channel's not big enough. There's not enough traffic. I'm not doing the things that everybody wants to see, and I need to fix that if I want this channel to grow. And that's why I need your all's advice. That's pretty much all I got today. It's been cold, haven't got a whole lot of work done. We've kind of been buttoning up the turbo kit on that. Honestly, if you can tell, we put some Jegs wheels on this thing. And does it look cool? I'm definitely feeling the vibe this thing's putting off now. You know, it's amazing what a set of wheels and tires will do for a car and a build. And it definitely helped light a little spark in me, you know, to want to get this thing running and driving. And the reason I got these wheels is the owner come down the other day, wanted to look at it, put his eyes on it. He loves it. He thinks it's neat, and he wants me to keep going with this thing. So we're just going to keep plugging along. And the goal as of right now is we are going to get this thing running and driving. It has not drove on the street in 37 years, he said. It's done burnouts on the street, but it has not been street legal in 37 years. So that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do for a buddy of mine and help him get a goal done and see this thing on the road again. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I appreciate any advice. I appreciate your input. And I also appreciate you guys following along for the last 5 years. Obviously, there's a lot of new people here. The channel over the last years pretty much doubled from the previous like 4 years. So that's been really cool to see the channel grow that much this year, or last year. Hopefully 2024. You know, right now we're just over 2,000 subs. If I could see that double and make it to 4,000 this year, I mean, that would be, honestly, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I have what it takes to get you guys to come and watch this stuff and help us get there. But we're sure going to try, and we're just going to keep pushing along with this stuff. And I'm grateful for you guys, and I appreciate you, and thank you so much for following. But like I said, I'm going to end this up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you all in the next one.